All right, video 4. I want to touch on scholarshipping a little bit. This is something I heard somebody else say that runs sober living homes, and so I coined the phrase and mentioned it to several people coming into my house early on, and got ourselves into a little bit of trouble because I didn't quite know what it meant or what how to do it, and ultimately what it meant is I let a lot of people stay in the house for way too long who got way too complacent, and first mortgage payments coming up now and we're way short on money, and so kind of dug ourselves in a hole. We're looking to be able to dig ourselves out, but moving forward I have to have a set policy and a plan for those of you who I accept into the program that don't have the deposit or the down payment right up front and have no ability to come up with that. I want to be in a position to help, but I have to have enough people paying their rent and in order to facilitate something like that. And so there will be different circumstances, I'm sure, but ultimately, if I take you in on what we'll call a scholarship, which means you don't have the ability to come up with a down payment, it means that the first day or two you're looking for work, and if you don't have something lined up by day 3, then there are places that you can go to and they will hire you immediately. We should have a decent amount of opportunity there as far as businesses that will do that for you. We already have a few now, but we'll just continue to build on that. So it's not going to be the dream job. It might be a call center. It could be day labor. It could be car wash. I don't know, but it'll be something. And that's going to do a few things for you. It's going to generate momentum. It's going to keep you into what we call, what I've heard Tony Robbins refer to as flow, which means you'll feel good about yourself because you're producing something. It just feels good to work. If you go too long, you're going to get complacent, and it's going to start a downward spiral. So we got to get acting quickly, get you moving in the right direction, let you gain that fulfillment. Also, you're not going to reek of desperation as you look for another better job or something that's more in line with your field. You will. It seems like all the girls want to know you when you have a girlfriend. So same thing when you're interviewing and you actually have a job, even though in your mind you know you hate it. It's just going to help facilitate getting the job you want more effectively. The other thing is I call this the humility lesson. I had to work at it was a decent place. It was a restaurant, but the management was horrible and the work was hard and stressful, and it's just, I had to do it until I got into my other job, my other better ideal job. There were a lot of reasons for that, but it seems like we all have to go through it. And like I said, I call it the humility lesson. It's going to be hard. It's going to test you. This is a low time in your life. Maybe you feel that you're better than washing dishes or washing cars or sitting in a call center doing telemarketing, and you probably are when you're not addicted to drugs and alcohol and living in a sober living home. The goal is to get you out of that. So if you have to swallow your pride, you have to be working somewhere. You have to swallow your pride, and you have to do it very temporarily if you're doing it right, because you can come back in the evenings and you can line up the job you want. But for all of those reasons, that's the expectation that I have beyond, house rules apply, program agreement applies. If you're on scholarship, by day 3, you're going to be working somewhere. We'll see to it. We'll help you. And that's the expectation. All right? Thanks.